Hey y'all. So I made a post yesterday about apologies, right? And I was thinking like not everybody knows how to apologize. They might be truly sorry, but they don't know how to apologize, and it could be because of something that happened to them in their past. Like a lot of us, when we were kids, we didn't get apologized to by our parents when they hurt our feelings or when they did something wrong, but they were the adults, so they like, I ain't got to explain myself to you, or I ain't got to apologize to you. So not a lot of people know how to apologize, and people think apologizing makes them look weak, when in reality is actually it makes you strong and it makes you brave, because apologizing is not easy. Admitting that you did something wrong is not easy, and taking ownership of that mistake or that wrongdoing is also not, especially when you when what you did or what you said, you don't feel like it was wrong. And again, if you don't feel like it was wrong, then don't apologize. Like, don't apologize. That's it. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of energy, and it basically makes everything worse, because you're gonna apologize, but then you're gonna do the same thing over. So I wanted to give you guys some tips on how to apologize. When you apologize, again, you have to know that you did something wrong. You have to admit that you did something wrong. I am sorry because I did X, Y, and Z. It wasn't intentional, or even if it was intentional, it wasn't intentional, or I did it not realizing that this would hurt you. So I apologize for how my actions made you feel. I did such and such and such, and I apologize because it made you feel a certain way. So when you apologize, you have to take ownership that you fucked up. And you have to acknowledge how that person feels. But you also have to be sincere in saying that if I'm apologizing, then that means I'm not going to repeat that same thing over again. That's the whole point of the apology, is to acknowledge, validate their feelings, and then make the corrections to not repeat your mistakes again. And when you are apologizing, you can't be vague. Like, you can't say no stupid shit like, I'm sorry that you felt like I hurt your feelings, or I'm sorry that you felt like what I did was wrong. No, that's not an apology, because that means you don't think what you did was wrong. When you apologize, you have to acknowledge the fact that you actually did something wrong and that they were hurt by what you did. And it can't be I'm sorry. What are you sorry for? What are you sorry for? Not giving specifics on what you did mean you're not acknowledging what you did. And on the person who's accepting the apology, if you're not truly accepting their apology, then don't do that. Because a lot of times when somebody apologizes to us, especially like if it's a intimate partner, we oftentimes pretend to forgive that person. I did it a lot in my last relationship, like pretending that, okay, I accept your apology and now I'm over it. No, I never was, and it showed in the way I interacted, in the way we talk, because I always would bring it up. I always would bring whatever the situation was up when we got into it, or when we were not seeing eye to eye. I would always bring it up, so therefore I wasn't forgiving him. And then by me always bringing it up, then which in turn made him mad, because I already apologized for that. Why you keep on bringing the shit up? But at the same time, it's like, okay, yeah, you apologize, but then you keep on doing the same shit, so that's why I keep on bringing the shit up. So it's like you never, when it comes to apologies and when it comes to accepting someone's apology, don't accept the apology if you are not totally forgiven, because it's only going to make things worse. Because all you're going to do is think about it. You're going to think about it. You're going to think about it. And anytime any little thing go wrong, this is what you're going to bring up. I know I lived it, which is crazy. But it was always, I never trusted. You lie, and my biggest thing is I can forgive a lot of shit. I'm very understanding. I'm a very understanding person, and I just get shit. My whole thing is, don't lie to me. You ain't never ever gotta lie to me, ever, because I'm very understanding, and I get shit happens, things happens, people, I get it. So if it's ever anything, I would rather you just tell me the truth, and then we can see if we can work through it. Like we can work through it. But if you lie to me, that means you sit here, and especially if I sit here and I'm asking you, like, just please be honest. Just tell me what it is. That way we can work through it. If we need to make some adjustments, if I need to do something, I'm not doing something, or you're not doing something, or we're not doing something, like, if we're trying to stay together and work this out, tell me the truth. Let's work through it. But if I come to you and I'm asking you, begging you to just tell me the truth, like, tell me what happened. Tell me who she was, what happened, where you was when you said you was here, you weren't there. Like, tell me the truth. And you sit here and you lie in my face, and then I find out about it. That's like the ultimate betrayal. That's like the worst thing you can ever do, is sit here and lie to my face when I'm asking you to be honest, because I'm trying to